Dreamz one day when a friend of mine's daughter couldn't get back into school. And so I said, well, why isn't she back in school? She said, oh, because we owe money and at this time we can't afford to put her back in. And they want us to file a credit application, you know, for the student loans, and we can't do it because we have poor credit rating. I had to hear the story over and over when I saw someone do a GoFundMe account on Facebook, and I just felt like it started to be too common in minorities. And so one day I just said, you know, I was very frustrated with the system, and I just woke up and said, you know what, I'm going to start College Dreamz. College Dreamz is a foundation that addresses the disparities in education. It recognizes the disproportionate amount of people of color that are not in those elite universities across the nation, even Ivy League universities across the nation. So it addresses that, and it pretty much brings financial awareness to the ability or the need to get into college, and then it also addresses that academic gap that happens when you can't get into college. So College Dreamz is a 3-tier program. We start in tier 1 working with students anywhere from 6th to 12th grade, and in that tier we actually will follow and mentor and provide any tutoring that anyone in that age group may need. We work with their parents, provide financial literacy. We also will connect the parent with a credit repair company so that that's never an excuse that you don't have the credit worthiness to get into school, for your child to get into school. So that's not going to be an excuse for you, because we're going to start working with you as soon as we connect with your child. What we'll also do is we're going to follow your child report card grades, so that we continually we maintain a relationship with your child so that we are able to track their progress. Tier 2, we're working with actual college students, and some of the same things. We're going to follow them through college so that we make sure, you know, because a lot of times students don't realize the resources that exist in college while they're there. Now, unlike student athletes, when they get there, they have an advisor. The advisor always continually asking about their grades. They're continually reaching out to their professors. They're continually connecting them with tutors. We want to provide that same access to regular students. Now, not to say that we're not working with college athletes during that time period in phase 1 and phase 2, because we are. Now, what's very important in terms of the athletic component of what we're doing, because we do have an athletic segment of College Dreamz, is that we're teaching our student athletes that don't allow schools to push you in majors and careers that you're just not interested in. So, for instance, my son, for example, he was a construction management major. However, when he transferred into another school, he became a communications major. That was not his interest. But as a parent, I was instrumental and vocal in saying, let's change him into something that he really wants to do. A lot of times student athletes, they get, say, university studies, they get communications, they get general studies, and then when they graduate, they're sleeping on their parents' sofas until they're 30 years old because they can't get jobs that allow them to be independent. And then, of course, phase 3, we're actually working with postgraduates. So now during phase 1, 2, and 3, we're actually going to be following every student to build their resume. So for instance, a lot of times people say, well, what did you do 2 years ago? And a lot of times we can't remember like exactly some of the activities we were a part of or the volunteerisms we were a part of. So we're actually building an app that will allow them to track their progress throughout their whole entire time, so that it automatically builds their resume for college, and then after college it automatically builds their resume for postgraduate. And so now with postgraduate, we're going to hopefully connect with different corporations throughout the nation to say, we've been working with, say, you know, John Smith or whatever, And from there, we're actually going to build a resume and connect them with internships that will allow them to get jobs in the future.